So let's start with the build on the Gaggia, because it is interesting. The weight distribution is super weird. It's a very heavy machine. I think it's probably the heaviest here, even though it's not the biggest. Still pretty chunky. This piece at the front, the drain tray at the front, is metal. Not a lot of the rest of it is metal, which means that the weight is really sitting here at the front. It's a weird place to have gone big, I feel like, compared to the rest of the build. The rest of the build does feel broadly solid, like it's not a bad quality of plastic by any means. The UX UI, though, I feel like I'm going to have a very me complaint here. I really don't like the font. I don't like the font used on the buttons. I don't like that it goes from being a kind of italicized font here to being a kind of normal font here. What is the word for not italicized? Just normal? Now, these machines were all picked by Patreon. They sort of voted for manufacturer, for model, and this one came out on top. It may not be the newest one, so if I pick on it for having what feels like an outdated screen, then maybe that's a little unfair. But if it's still for sale today, it should be noted that the tech does feel maybe a decade old in terms of the menus, the buttons, that kind of interface. Things have moved on quite a lot since then. So it's not a bad menu. It's relatively easy to use, and actually having physical buttons in many cases I think is preferable to touchscreens for accuracy and haptic feedback. So it's not a huge complaint, but it's not a beautiful screen. It's not a beautiful build overall. The attachment for the milk, it's nice that it comes on and off. This weird little knobble that stays there, I don't think it's stunning. It's nice that you could just steam on the side if you don't want to have the automated experience. And you can probably produce better quality steam with a steam one than you could do with the sort of built-in unit, but it's one push and everything happens, and that's kind of the deal here. So that's really the thing that we wanted to assess today. Does it feel good value? Interesting question. I think it sits right in the middle of the pack in that regard. I know it sits in the middle on price, towards the bottom end in some cases, I guess. But it does feel a little bit outdated. It does feel a little bit behind. The coffee it makes is okay, but I feel like it's been superseded by more modern technologies from a user interface, from a build perspective.